What an exciting time of the year. The Ole Miss sports season gets underway this Thursday with the soccer team taking on ETSU. So we're getting a chance to catch up with the gaffer, Matt Mott, head coach of the Ole Miss Rebels. Coach, a couple of weeks of long, grueling camp days for you and your squad. What are some of your thoughts as you head into match week?
Yeah, Seth, it's exciting to be back. It's a real year, not a real year, but a kind of a little bit more of a normal year, I guess I'd call it. Last year certainly was real, but we're excited. We're excited to get back in the pitch, get back in front of a full capacity crowd. Against a very good opponent, opponent that coaches are very good friends of mine. I respect Jay tremendously and Matt. Those guys are doing a great job over there. So it'll be a tough matchup. They'll be very, very organized, very tough. But a great way for us to start off the school year. I love being the first event every year. I really do. It's something that's pretty special to soccer, and I love that we get to do that. Tell my voice is a little raspy. It's from a little bit of screaming going on during camp. But preseason's gone well. Team's in really good shape physically, and we're just trying to get the pieces all put together for Thursday night.
You talk about it being more of a normal year. You guys had such a great run, and it came during a spring season. Do you feel any sort of, I don't know what the word would be, it's palpable, a carryover of the confidence or execution because of how recent that success was?
Yeah, it's more about, Seth, it's been a very, very strange preseason camp because it was like we just took a little break, right? Like, just like what you're saying, that's what it felt like for us and the coaches is they left for a couple months and came back, and everybody's back, right? Almost the entire team returns, and so it's kind of like, okay, well, we just did this, right? Let's kind of get rolling. Typically in preseason you start back with 1v1 defending, 2v2 defending, and some of that stuff we could kind of move a little quicker than before because these guys are all back, and we were really hitting the ground running for sure.
And with all that said, the success from last year, all the players you have returning, ranked in the top 25 preseason coaches poll for the first time in program history. I've got to ask you if you guys are like your counterparts over at the Manning Center and you hear all these accolades in the preseason and you want to say rat poison, or do you guys go into the year embracing the potential expectations for this bunch?
Yeah, I think we're embracing it, Seth, if I'm being honest. Like, I think that this is a mature team. They understand what it's about. They understand we're not sneaking up on anybody. We're going into every match with the same mentality, and really approaching it with a kind of elite mentality where we're going in to be the best we can be every time we step on the field, regardless of the opponent, regardless of the circumstance, and just try and play at a really high level all 19 games that we have left for sure.
And I'm sure this kind of carries over with that same mentality. Tough non-conference schedule, on the road a bunch early on, including a trip to take on Memphis in the Derby this Sunday, going down to Mobile to face South Alabama. Was that planned with what this group is and how you need to prepare for an SEC slate?
Yeah, I mean, obviously ETSU is going to be a great game for us to start, and then that Sunday is the big one, right? And the Derby, they're really good again. Memphis, it's always a tough match. We got to go up there is tricky. And again, South Alabama, I mean, we play a lot of conference champions, right? South Alabama conference champions, Sanford conference champions. A lot of these guys have done really, really well in their leagues. So it's a little bit by design. We want to play the best that we can, certainly in our region. It only helps us from our resume as we got to get ready for a big SEC play as well.
I'll do you no favors here, and I know you love it. We know some of the standout names, Channing Foster, Ashley Orcus, and it's bad news for everybody if they're the kinds of players that are still getting better. But throughout this camp process, what are some other names that have stood out to you? Who's been impressing you as we head into Thursday?
Yeah, obviously those two came back sharp as they can be, ready to roll. But you look at a Haley Stackpole is poised for another great year. Has done a great job for us. Lucy Green in the back is doing a really good job for us. She's a tough nosed defender. Sin Michaelak on the other side, I think, is going to start to really get the attention she deserves as a back. And then Price and Taylor, our two center backs, I feel really good about that whole back line returning. Is just gelling more and more together. You throw Ashley behind them, and then we're going to be very tough to break down. And then we've got to be dangerous up front. Everybody loves Mo O'Connor, knows what she brings to the table. She's come back. She looks better. So I think our front group is going to be as dangerous as well. And Certainly we're ready to play. We're ready to play another opponent for real. That's for sure, Seth.
Well, looking forward to getting to a fast start against ETSU on Thursday. Rebel fans, every goal, every assist, every save from the 2020 season is back here in 2021. You're going to want to be here in Oxford on Thursday when the Rebels get the athletic schedule started here in Oxford. Coach, we wish you the best of luck here this year.
Thanks, Seth. Appreciate you having me on.